Hello everyone, Petr here from VykovAnalysis.com. I will do the update on my current positioning and my current positions on British Pound USD and Euro New Zealand Dollar, and what we expect today on the GBP USD after the news releases. So what we got here again, reason for my entering, basically again starting with the overall picture. British pound is in strong downward trend. I saw the strong head and shoulder formation here according to the daily time frame. We broke that head and shoulders neckline here and retested. Then we created a lower swing high, which is for me confirmation of the institutional resuming the prior downward trend. So that was on the global picture. Now if we go to the short-term perspective, I found what the Vykov called the redistribution. So as you can see, we got a trading range starting from the buying climax and then automatic rally into the terminal uptrust just to take the stop loss orders and fill the pending orders, and then close as well the pending buying orders here. This is routine by bank. This is first terminal uptrust, and then we got a sign of weakness and shakeout as well in the same time, and again stop loss counting by banks. Later on we created a head and shoulders formation on the top here, and we got uptrust after distribution, and then as you can see, after this uptrust we distributed very strong. We went to the trading range, and once we broke this, and clearly I started to build my selling positions. We got another sign of weakness there, and last point of supply. This is the backup in the eyes, and from that point we went lower. After this correction of ABCD here, price went lower to test the area around let's say 4,994. And later on we went all the way 100 pips up. So as you can see, my position is here. I'm secured this position here. I'm right now in the plus about 50 pips. I was in plus about 130 pips, but since we got also into the correction, we're back here. I'm still in this position, and I hope we can back to this area today till end of the day, and then continue and break lower, find and hit my take profit, which is around 1.4860, and there is Fibonacci expansion and demand zone from the daily time frame. I placed the diagonal upward trend line here just to see how much they support this trend line. So they support from this stage, as you can see, they support here, 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 and then we got the buying climax. After the buying climax we went the strong downward. This is a bearish engulfing on the, I will zoom in this chart. This is a bearish engulfing, and we broke this upward trend line. So I think that for intraday traders, they should look to sell around this stage here, or wait the 38.250 or 61.8 and then start to sell. They can put stop loss. My advice for stop loss, this is just advice for intraday traders. Again, I'm positioned pretty much from since last week, and I'm right now already in plus 50 pips. So, but for intraday traders, it can be a good opportunity today. They can put stop loss like here, like put above like 5-6 pips above the, or 10 pips above this reaction here. What's the most important today is releases for the British pound, which the reason is why you can build and try to build some intraday opportunities. We got the manufacturing PMI, which is forecasted by 53.6 and actual, and came out at 52.7. So this is almost 1 point difference from forecasted and expected, and actually it's 1 point lower. So Carney also speaks, it's not so much not too much important, like also stress test, nothing has actually really something changed or something, some big speech or something like that. So basically we're on the same way, just manufacturing PMI dropped from forecasted about 1 point. It's still above 50, but again from the forecasted it went lower, so lower than expected. Combining that with the technical analysis, and we saw the upward trend line broken, we already know that we are in the strong downward trend. As you can see, lower swing high, lower swing high, lower swing high, lower swing high. This is still lower swing high, so it's a very, very dangerous to build any buying positions. How you can play this is basically that you can try on the intraday to build some position around 38.250 or 61.8, and that will also be the retest of this trend line. So price can go at this stage here, this area, and then continue to drop. Where we can drop, we probably can retest the swing low later on, which is the area around 1.4995. So basically, if you place a sell order here or around this stage, you can risk about 35 pips, let's say 35 pips, and then try to reach about 100 pips. So you have this major swing low here you must care, and that will be enough. A very good earning if you can catch this about 90 pips from current price. So risking like 35 pips, trying to catch 90 pips because you have space for this swing low, it's very good. Combine fundamental and technical. Today intraday selling is preferred, so pay attention on this, and buying it looks very risky. Also look at this on the 1 hour. This is a 200 simple moving average, how well it's rejected. Look at the bearish engulfing. This is a very strong bar, 45 pips on the 1 hour. So bearish engulfing from the 200. MA combined with bad news for GBP today, and this is the most important news for, if we speak about intraday. We got the strat test bang, we got Carney's pitch, nothing special there. If we speak about comments and so on, and forecasted 53.6. Actually, the manufacturing PMI came out 52.7. So my advice is to watch for selling opportunities. If you're intraday trader, trying to position yourself, put the stop loss above this reaction, above this bearish engulfing, and then try to reach about 1-3 ratio, which, because you have space, the key swing low is again this swing low, the lowest point here, this stage here around 1.4995. So that's about the GBP. Again, I didn't build any positions since I already have positions, but if you are intraday trader, you can try to do this and try how it will go and how it will progress. Again, in the background, technically everything is pretty bearish, like distribution here in the background, the reason why I took here selling position, and you have the lower swing highs, and right now the manufacturing PMI came out 1 point lower than expected, and it's all conditions are good. Again, this is a forex, so you must keep the low risk and trade safe, and try to benefit from today news releases and combine with technical analysis. This is also what I also teach on my mentorship program. So if you're intraday trader, you must actually focus on the news releases and the important news releases combined with technical analysis if you trade intraday. If you're short midterm oriented trader, you can you still need to pay attention on the news, but not that crucial like if you're intraday trader. So again, I have the pretty much you can trade any type. Again, I can learn you, I can teach you to trade the intraday, how to impact news to the intraday traders, and how you can position yourself on the very good area, combine technical and fundamental analysis, and then again also the short midterm positioning or even long-term positioning. It's I'm a short-term trader, so from time to time I build the intraday setups, but again I can do both. I can do intraday or short, mid, long-term setups. Now I go to the, so this is about GBP. Again, watch for this area. You can even start to build selling for now. You can wait for some correction. 3.250, 61.8, 1.5095, 1.500, and 1.510 area. So this area, look for these areas, and again you can even build from this because you have the, you can risk 35 to 40 pips, and you can go for about 940 pips. It's still fine in terms of the risk reward ratio. Now I will go to the Euro New Zealand dollar positioning, so just to show you how very strong it is if you know to read anatomy of the trading range and how to position yourself. Pretty much we got this is a base of 23 days. It's a very strong base, very strong base, and we got the price broke out this trading range. I will show you in the lower frames how it looks like. We got the selling climax, automatic rally, few secondary tests, this is ice and support, and we have double uptrust, and this is uptrust after distribution, after you distributed, and the last point of supply, sign of the weakness, then retest of 50% retracement. There is where I build, as you can see, my position here. Right now I'm securing the break even, and right now I'm in plus approx 260 pips. It's amazing setup. It's amazing how you can perform if you understand the anatomy of the trading range and you know how to position yourself. And very close, we are very close to 1-3 ratio, so basically I'm waiting like 190 pips, and for Euro New Zealand dollar this can be achieved even today or tomorrow, depend on the volatility. So very good progress on Euro New Zealand dollar, already 1% in plus since the original risk was 0.5, and I'm already 1-2 ratio in plus, so 1% earning already. I'm expecting 1.5. If the British pound close also to my final target, will be another 1-3 ratio and another 1.5 gain. So as you can see, that's the trading anatomy. Everything going from accumulation, reaccumulation, then distribution to redistribution. Meanwhile, you can see corrections like this, and then we got the major reaccumulations, distribution, corrections, you know, few days corrections, and then redistribution by institutions and banks. Okay, so that's it for this analysis. I hope you enjoyed this analysis, and if you like, again, my way of trading, and if you want to learn, start professionally to observe the market and understand pretty much every movement, the reasons why it's happening, and what's the background of that, and how you can be a successful trader, my advice is start my mentorship program. Don't lose time on a bunch of other non-important things, and you know, 90% of the things and you can learn from the internet and so on are pretty much totally unimportant in the professional trading. So you must start to focus on the things which are important, which are tested by you know, 100 years, you know, which are Wyckoff analysis, pure volumes, also spread analysis, price actions, and patterns together, combined with reading the fundamentals and so on. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. I wish you good trading and have a nice day.